everyone, welcome to the Horror Room. I'm Travis Bruce, and today we're doing another indie horror spotlight. Today I have with us, he's a director, and he has a new film that's going to be coming out early summer, and it's called Passages of Nexus. I have with us today Alex Nego. Alex, welcome to the Horror Room.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm honored.
It's a pleasure, man. It's pleasures. I've had the pleasure of seeing the trailer to Passages of Nexus, but tell my audience a little bit about the movie.
The movie's about a gentleman who he kind of finds himself a little bit of a fetish. So basically, he targets girls online, like Facebook, YouTube, chat rooms, stuff like that. Anything that's a format of on social media, and basically he kind of finds his new fetish in killing, so that's what his drive is. And the kills go from 0 to 10 to 100 pretty quickly. But yeah, it's a good ride, good gore fest.
Yeah, it looks fun, and I mean, it does have a lot of BDSM in it. Now, did you do some research on that lifestyle before you started making the movie?
Yes, sir. I did a whole bunch of research and everything. The mask is basically kind of a little bit of format of the BDSM community, with the splice of a Slipknot type of thing. But yeah, each of the kills is kind of somewhat of a form of a BDSM type of kills. But then from there it just goes haywire to anything else goes basically.
now, you were saying that the kills go from 1 to 100. In the trailer, it does show quite a few of the kills. Now, and you preferred practical effect, which I fucking love. You know, I'm an '80s kid. I grew up on practical effect horror. Now, what made you decide to go the practical effect route?
Oh, I just like you and all of horror indie community, we all love the guerrilla style, the practical, and I just wanted to do something that's take it not old school, but just what we all love, and I think that's more appreciated, and that's kind of like what me and my friends do, and that's what we love. So we just wanted to go from there, and it's a lot better than the CGI stuff. I'm just old school.
But especially in like big name Hollywood movies, horror movies, they're going more and more and more towards the CGI effect. And like you were saying, like I remember the last one I watched, in the theaters was The Evil Dead Rise, and it was a great movie, but the CGI blood was just throwing me completely off.
Yeah, no, I agree. Once I just see that, I'm just like, and then it just kind of like, it turns me off just a little bit, but it's just nothing about the whole splatter and everything that, what I grew up on and stuff like that. So you can't really compare to it.
Now, and I 1% agree. Now, Alex, when you were making this movie and thinking the idea, I'm pretty sure you and your team were brainstorming, what are some creative ways to kill people in a horror movie? I'm pretty sure every horror movie filmmaker does that.
Yeah, that's correct.
Were you doing some research and like, let me look for some things that I haven't seen before in a horror movie?
Oh yes, actually, this film has kills that I have not, as a horror fan. I'm like, what have I not seen? What have I not, And the kills on here are pretty much from myself and everyone else that are really good friends of mine in my team. There's some kills in there you have probably not have seen, and we kind of stretch the envelope on that. And it's just like, what do I want to see that's kind of gory, but which is not done before, and this film has that in there. it's a gore fest for sure.
Yeah. No, was there any point during the brainstorming you were like, "Wow, this is a good one," but that's a little too fucked up?
My moral status was like, yeah, that's a little fucked up, but I'm like, let's just do it. And
It's
when you
no,
see the film, it's on there, and I don't regret it. But I'm just like, there's certain things that I do have my limitations on, but just if I want to say like if it's fun, it looks and it's if it looks good and we can pull it off and it'll be good for the movie. I'm like, let's just go for it. And I think that's kind of like what me and my crew did on this film. The kills are just insanely out there. There's another film that's kind of that does pushes the boundaries. I think we kind of did it on this one too. So, but I think the trailer has 3 kills,
Mhm.
somewhat, but what you can see, there's 13 kills in this film, and it just gets pretty crazy. I actually kind of do have to put some warning signs and warning labels on there just to let people know.
Did you at any point where you're like, damn, I feel sorry for these actors? Like at any point you were like, oh shit, I feel sorry for them.
Oh my god, yes, yeah. There's the blood. There's one where one kill is just I just felt so. The girl's like really kind of just like shy and real timid, but she got the worst of everything. And I, but she took it like a champ, and just like everyone else did. Yeah, it's just the blood, the stickiness, but it just looks so good. I have a wonderful team. I mean, my team's just amazing from gaffering to the blood, the gore. It's just I have wonderful crew right by my side, and it's just that's what makes it better. So, but they
I can
they all
imagine
took it like
that.
a champ.
And we were talking before the interview, and we're talking about that you've gotten a lot of inspiration from the Toxic Avenger and Lloyd Kaufman and Trauma. Um, and I mean, just from the trailer, it looks like a trauma movie. I mean, it has that trauma feel to it. I mean, it has the big-breasted women running around, and and the
Yeah.
over-the-top gore. Tell us about some of your inspiration that you gotten over the years from trauma.
From trauma, a little bit is the silliness, the quirkiness. Uh, I'm not too how can I say it? I'm a big kid, as
Yeah,
we all are as a horror fans and stuff. But um, I I just love their funny quirkiness, their style. But I love the blood and gore that how they really don't take themselves seriously. I did that. A lot of my influences was also from just like other indie horror films. Um, so it's just the whole trauma esque. I love their style, and I kind of wanted to mix my style with the influence of theirs, and you will kind of see that in the film. But Trauma and Lloyd Kaufman are real deep to me because when I was little, everyone. I'm pretty sure everyone that's in the horror community has, grew up with Trauma, but they're the ones that really wanted that I was like, I can do that. And sure enough, yeah. So yeah, trauma, especially their gore factor. Sometimes they do, like I said, push the boundaries,
mhm.
and they. I just love that about that, and I've always looked up to them.
There was a great movie that came out in the late '90s. I don't know if you consider this a horror, but it's one one of my favorite movies. It's called 8 mm. It was starring Nicolas Cage, and I don't know if you've seen it, but it has he's looking for this missing girl who's in this snuff fetish film and winds up dying, and you get to see this underground the lifestyle, this underground sex scene fetish thing, and women are actually dying. So and like while I was looking at the trailer, everything from the mask, I was like, this is like if trauma mixed up with 8 mm and had a child. That's what it reminded me of.
Oh man, yeah. Well, those both of those movies, I'd be honored just to be compared to any one of those. But yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
just I can kind of see that. I can kind of see that. And then there's the film has its comedy s to it and stuff like that. There's some more. There's some parts where you don't know if you want to be scared or you want to be grossed out or you just want to laugh. So I
Yeah.
kind of just big tornado full of all that. So it's gonna be pretty good.
Now, is it hard as an indie horror filmmaker in the year 2024 to stand out? To because I mean, there's so many indie horror filmmakers right now. I mean, the market is kind of saturated. Is it hard now to like trying to stand out, and you kind of almost have to push the envelope and do something completely out of the fucking box?
Yeah, actually, I think certain movies did push the boundaries and broke the walls. I think after that, everything's free for all. It is saturated. The thing is, I think to me, doesn't have to be good quality ish. I mean, but a good story has a lot to do with it. Good casting. Um, like for instance, there's people in my film that are just people that I love. Like my fiance's in it, my family's in it. Like a big part of the cast is people that I've uh, in my everyday that I see. Um, I think it doesn't really need to be a lot of money, but it does have to do with it. But I think once you push the boundaries with the right people, you would come out with a good product, and I think that shows in the film or any film that right there can also highlight and get other people's attention. If that makes sense.
100%, 100%. Now, please tell me you didn't kill your fiance in